Good day, good day, good day, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Morning Sip with Red Melissa. This is our special Kwanzaa edition. Happy, joy filled New Year to everyone. I hope you had a wonderful bringing in the new year. Marco and whew, I was running. I ran upstairs to get something. Okay, there we go. Marco and I went out last night. One of our friends is a DJ. His name is Hard Hitting Harry. Hard Hitting Larry. Harry. Hard Hitting Harry. We share a birthday. He was DJing at a spot in Harlem called Fox Harlem, and we had a good time. He's a amazing DJ, playing like Afro beats and, mixing it up. It was wonderful. Got a little dancing in, and that's how we brought in the new year. Our girls, their tradition is to spend the new year bringing in the New Year's with their cousins. So they have a cousin's New Year at my sister's in Queens. So they do that every year. And yeah, it was good. It was good. Now, what I love to do on New Year's is stay my butt home. That's what I love to do on New Year's. But Marco loves to go out for New Year's. So we compromise. So last year we stayed home. This year we went out. I like to stay home and watch the Twilight Zone marathon. That's what I love to do. So I hope you had a happy New Year, Linda. I hope you had a happy New Year. Pamela, it's good to see you all. Thank you for joining me today on Morning Sip with Red Melissa. SIP stands for Spirit and Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. So today we're going to wrap up our special Kwanzaa edition. Today is day 7. And let me start by saying Habari Gani. Habari Gani means what's the news? And that's how we greet each other on Kwanzaa, during Kwanzaa. Habari Gani. So if anyone knows the answer to what's the news, Habari Gani, for today, write it in the comments. So I'm going to keep going. And I'm just going to recap. Kwanzaa is an African-American and Pan-Africa holiday created by Dr. Karenga in 1966 to celebrate family, community, and culture. It's celebrated December 26th through January 1st. And it is a wonderful celebration. Dr. Karenga's theme for this year's Kwanzaa is celebrating Kwanzaa in difficult and demanding times, lifting up the light that lasts. Lifting up the light that lasts. So we've gone through principles 1 through 6. If you missed any of them, please check out the replay on my YouTube channel at I Am Red Melissa. Happy New Year, Stacy. Happy New Year, Ramona. It's good to see y'all. So I'm going to do a quick recap of the 6 principles. And I still don't see anyone answer the question today. Habari Gani, what is the 7th principle? So while you're Googling that, I'm going to do a recap of day 1 through 6 and those principles. And I created graphics for each of the principles using pictures that I had. I so enjoyed doing this. I was sharing yesterday's principle of creativity. Yes, Kurumba, but we'll get there. So day 1 is unity. And there I am with my family on Christmas Day in North Carolina, rocking our PJs. Day 2 is Kuji Chakalia. Self-determination. I am self-determined to get that word. Kujichagulia, self-determination. And that is my daughter, Aria, jumping. Like, I love that picture of her. Day 3, Ujima, collective work and responsibility. And that is a photo that I took when I was in Egypt at the Egyptian Museum of Cairo. Day 4, Ujamaa, cooperative economics, and that is the logo from Marco's cousin's organization, Black Church Food Security Network, which is an association of congregation, farmers, food advocates, and community activists working together to create an alternative food system in the Baltimore metro area. This is an amazing organization, so please support them. You can find them at blackchurchfoodsecurity.net. So supporting Black farmers, supporting and addressing food insecurity. Day 5, Nia, purpose. And that's a picture of me living my purpose when I was installed as the spiritual director, senior minister at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living. Day 6, Kuumba, creativity. And that's a quote from my Transcendental Meditation app. Creativity is the music of life, through which life laughs and dances and progresses. Creativity. And let's see if anyone answered the question. Yes, Sekou, Ramona. Yes, I see y'all. Imani is our 7th principle, which means faith. Yes, Sekou. And this was the graphic that I created for faith. So that's a picture of my mother and my aunt. They are twin sisters, and they are the matriarchs of our family, and they are faithful in their faith of and in God, and their faith in our family. So I wanted to honor them with day 7, Imani. Imani is also now a very popular name for girls, Nia and Imani. If you meet anyone with those two names, probably Kwanzaa has something to do with it. So let's share what Dr. Karenga says about Imani. Imani, faith. And let's put Imani up on the screen. Imani, faith. To believe with all of our hearts in our people, our parents, our teachers, our leaders, and the righteousness and victory of our struggle. The 7th principle is Imani. Faith is put forth as the last principle, as unity is put forth as the first principle for a definite reason. It is to indicate that without unity, we cannot begin our most important work, but without faith, we cannot sustain it. Unity brings us together and harnesses our strength, but faith in each other and the good, the right, the beautiful, inspires and sustains the coming together and the commitment to take the work to its end. I love that. So the 7th principle of Imani, which means faith, is a profound and enduring belief in and commitment to all that is of value to us as a family, community, people, and culture. So that is Imani. And as Dr. Karenga stresses with all of the principles, it's not just about lighting a candle for Kwanzaa. It's about our commitment to embodying the 7 principles of Kwanzaa and also to practicing the 7 principles of Kwanzaa, not just during Kwanzaa, but every day. Practice proves everything. Practice is a priority, is what Dr. Karenga says. So I hope that you have enjoyed this special edition of Kwanzaa for Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I certainly have. I think this might become a tradition. And I want to share a couple of things. If you want more information, if this has sparked your interest, because I'm just giving you a sip. I'm just giving you a sip of Kwanzaa. I would invite you to go to Dr. Karenga's website, which is officialkwanzaawebsite.org. I also dug up some Kwanzaa books that I have. This one is called Kwanzaa, really brief, gets right to the point. Kwanzaa, everything you always wanted to know, but didn't know where to ask. And this is by Cedric McCluster. Wonderful guide to doing your own Kwanzaa celebration. Also, if you want even more information, this one's a little thicker. This is called Kwanzaa From Holiday to Everyday, a complete guide for making Kwanzaa a part of your life. Kwanzaa From Holiday to Everyday. So yesterday I mentioned that I was going to do the mantle for Kwanzaa, and as you can see, that didn't happen. It was just too much going on, y'all, being away in North Carolina, coming back. Davey got sick. We had to take him to the animal hospital last night. So that was a whole thing, but he's doing much better. He's sleeping right now. He's on some medication and a special diet for a little bit. So send Davey, the cat, some love and healing energy. I would appreciate that. So I found a picture that I will share of what a Kwanzaa presentation would look like. So as you can see, we have the candles, and there are 7 candles. There are 3 red, 3 green, and 1 black candle. And as you can see, it's simple and beautiful. It can become very elaborate if you wanted to. But I'm going to share some of the elements that you see. So I mentioned the candles. The candles are on a Kenora. So that's the candle holder that you see, and it's just a beautiful. You also see ears of corn that represents the number of children in the home. You see fruits and vegetables that represents the harvest. All of this is placed on a placemat. It could be straw, whatever kind of mat that you would like for it to be. There's a community unity cup that we have water in, like for libations, and gifts. And so the gifts here are represented by books. And so usually the gifts are homemade gifts. We don't spend a lot of money during Kwanzaa buying presents. So it's something that's meaningful to the family and to the community. Also, we light a candle, 1 for each principle. So the red candle represents the blood our people shed. The green is for hope and the color of the motherland. And black is for the face of our people. So that's the significance of the colors of the candles. Also, let me see if there's anything else I want to say about that. So the last thing I want to share is when I opened up my computer today, a picture popped up. You know, your computer just generates these memory pictures. And a memory picture popped up today. And I had shared that it was important to Marco and important to me that our girls celebrated Kwanzaa, because I didn't celebrate Kwanzaa as a child. I didn't know anything about Kwanzaa until I became an adult. And like I said, Kwanzaa was created in 1966, and I probably didn't become aware of Kwanzaa until I was in my 20s. And so Marco and I would celebrate Kwanzaa with neighbors. We would rotate every year, having a celebration at one of our homes with our children. We would have a full-blown Kwanzaa presentation, including the children doing presentations about the principles of Kwanzaa. And we would usually do it on the 6th or the 7th day. So this picture popped up today when I opened my computer. This is a picture of my girls when they were 5 years old. And so in the picture with them are some of our neighbors and their girls and boys. Some of the boys aren't in the picture, but that's Zola right there in the front with her arms open wide, singing a song. And Zola's right there behind her looking, and all the other girls are doing their thing. They are, my girls are dressed in their African garb because, you know, I love a theme. And a couple of the other kids are as well. One has her head wrapped. So we were all up in this. We loved it, and so did our children. And so they would share what the principle meant to them, and they would share how they would be that principle. And they would say the most amazing, simple things that they can do, that they would do to demonstrate their commitment to the principle of Kwanzaa. Another picture pops up, and this is a picture of my girls when they were 1 year old, celebrating Happy New Year. And so one of the things that we started to do with the kids for Kwanzaa, when we had it on day 7, we will also celebrate New Year. So we would have New Year's at noon. So we would have a countdown leading up to noon. We would have, you know, sparkling apple cider, and the kids would toast. And then we would all say what we were going to do and what we wanted to experience for the new year. It was so fun. And I don't know why we stopped. We did it for a number of years. And then, I don't know, one year we didn't. And then it just got scattered. We would sometimes go to Kwanzaa events in the community as well when we didn't have it at each other's homes. Yeah, Stacy, it was so great. It was so great. Those memories are priceless. And so when I found that picture this morning, I text the girls I text the pictures to the girls, and they just send a text back laughing, you know, and saying, don't show anybody that picture. Because they know their mama. I'm going to have it on the show. They know their mama. So there you have it. Kwanzaa. I hope that it means something for you now if you weren't familiar with it. If you were familiar with it already, I hope that you would take it even deeper into your practice, because it's so important. So peace and blessings. Ashe. And I wanted to share one last thing. This Ankh. So for Imani, the symbol for Imani is the Ankh. And the Ankh, when I went to Kemet, ancient Egypt, the Ankh was everywhere in the pyramids and the temples, everywhere. I was like blown away. And this symbolizes life. This is all about life. So I had to get my Ankh from Egypt. I love this one. It's so beautiful. There's some hieroglyphics here, and I need to look it up to see what the hieroglyphics mean, because I have the alphabet for the hieroglyphics, so I could spell that out. So life. May we have a glorious life for 2025. May your life be so rooted in the truth of who you are, that you just can't help yourself but to be brilliant, magnificent, fantastic, glorious, all of the good that you are. You can't help yourself but be that more this year. All right. So let me get into some joy news. I want to say quality, quality, quality for 2025. The list has begun. If you know, the list has begun, y'all. If you know what your quality is for 2025, put it in the comments. And what this is, if you're not familiar, is we make a commitment to practice a quality, a high vibration quality for the year. On Friday, I'm going to do my final roll call of the 2024 qualities. And I'm starting to connect the 2025 qualities. So what high vibration quality are you making a commitment to embody and more fully expressing, experiencing, and being and doing all that you do in alignment with this quality or qualities? So I'll share what we have so far. Shay, gratitude, grace, and good. Fee, steadfast commitment, impactful, positive influence, epic excitement, and undeniable love. Sekou, prosperity and joy. Pamela, compassion and bliss. Patty, love. Linda, joy, creativity, and abundance. And one of mine is grace. One of mine is grace. I'll share my others next week. So, no one has put anything in the chat for their quality yet. No pressure, no rush. Just be open to receive what the quality is for you. Set a bedtime intention. Pay attention for what keeps coming up, right? There might be a word that just keeps coming up for you. That might be your quality. So let it percolate, let it marinate, and let me know what your quality is. Oh, Stacy, living the truth of who I am. Yes, that sounds like authenticity. And I love this as a theme, Stacy. So what we do with our year is also create a theme for the year for ourselves. You could think about it like the title of a movie, right? So last year, one of my qualities for 2024 was soaring. So my theme for 2024 was I am soaring in 2024. For 2025, my theme is I abide in 2025. So that's just an example. So I love this living the truth of who I am as a theme for you, Stacy, if that resonates with you. And for your quality, is your quality authenticity? So let me know, Stacy. All right, y'all. Let me get into some joy news because I'm only sharing one thing today because I want you all to have the opportunity to start your 2025 off with support, with guidance, with coaching. And so I will be offering the 30-day mental diet class. Again, it's our annual class. Live Life Alive in 2025. That could be someone's theme as well. We are going to spend 30 days of spiritual practice with 30 principles. This is an opportunity for us all to come together, be of the one mind, and explore, remember, rediscover the truth of who we are. Day one of the 30-Day Mental Diet book by Willis Kinnear is, who are you? Who are you? Like, this is the fundamental question that needs to be answered for each one of us. Who are you? And Stacy's already said it. Stacy said she is living the truth of who she is. What is the truth of who you are? How would you answer that question? So the 30-day mental diet is an amazing journey that we take starting on January 7th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Zoom. You can register. Registration is open. And the price, I kept telling y'all, the price is going up January 1st. The price is $75. It was $55 up until yesterday. So the price is now $75. Go to bit.ly/new class link, or you can scan the QR code there. All the information to register is there. The registration is on Eventbrite. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, and I would love to have a conversation with you about it. If you've taken the class before, I would encourage you to take it again because you're different. You've grown, you explored, you've experienced. You may have had setbacks and failures. It doesn't matter. Show up and have the experience, a new experience of yourself now. All right, y'all. All right. So I'm going to check in one last time, and then I'm going to wish you all a great today, a joy-filled and joyous New Year's. John, when you celebrate Kwanzaa, do you ever investigate the origins of Kiswahili, which was a non-tribal hybrid language used by Arabs to trade with Bantu tribes? Jean, that's a mouthful. And thank you for being here, and thank you for that question. So no, I have not investigated the origins of Kiswahili, but I would encourage anyone that is interested in taking a deeper dive, because what Morning Sip is a sip. I'm just giving you a little sip, something to quench your thirst and make you more curious to go and explore more for yourself. Yes? So thank you for being with me today, John. I appreciate you. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful today. I am going to get back into bed. I was tired. My 5 a.m. club today, y'all, I was up at 7:30 because we got to bed late last night. So I was not a good 5 a.m. clubber today, but tomorrow is another day, God willing. So peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes.